Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is March 16th, about 1:55 in the afternoon, and I just got off work at 1:45. Still here in La Cañada. It is a very gloomy and very, very cold day. The rain here continues, and we have another set coming in next week, I think. Yeah, we got definitely some rain, and I work from 9 to 1:45 today. I'm just glad to get off. I need a little break. The exhaustion is actually catching up with me. It's starting to bug my asthma. I'm starting to get some wheezing, although this morning wasn't too bad. I thought I might really end up getting sick this morning, but I woke up, it was okay. I feel more mentally drained than everything, and dealing with the guests over here with all the nuttiness and everything. The mayor had declared don't panic buy and everything, and the other new word of the week or the next couple of days is social distancing. So it's pretty nuts. I'm actually on my way. Once I get on the bus, I plan on, because I didn't do it Sunday, because Sunday was normally my day. I got some nice fresh clean socks for my boys, so I can help take care of them, because it's been raining, and homeless people, you don't like having wet socks, so wet feet. It just makes more for a depressing time, especially when it's all cold and wet and everything. It's just having something dry, clean, and comfortable on your feet makes for a little bit more pleasantness. Definitely. The stock market opened on a very, very, very bad downside. Actually, with all the stimulus and everything, and the bank rates and everything low, I kind of actually thought things would be a little bit better on stock market opening. But when the market opened, it opened negative 13, I believe. It's 13% down, and the market closed. So as it does, when it shut down, it's down for 15 minutes, and I really thought it was going to open up. It would open up again on another downside, and had it done so, that would have been it. You know, banking institutions would have froze. It would have closed. We would have no longer been having access to our banks, our monies, and whatever. So, still, again, as my advice, keep liquidable assets. Have money, cash on hand, because tomorrow's another day, and who knows what's going to happen. We got word as of around, I think it was 10 o'clock, Glendale had their first coronavirus case. So, with one or two in Pasadena, now one in Glendale. And actually, Glendale should have shut down, but they didn't. We were talking about this. They should have shut down Glendale, but they didn't. All the bars, the Americana, where I film a lot, was wide open. People were just there. So hopefully now they'll take things a little bit more serious. Now with LA County shutting down, a lot of people think that all the neighboring cities in LA County automatically shut down. No, because there's a lot of unincorporated areas to LA County. So they stay open. They do whatever they do. So every little neighboring city with every little neighboring mayor has their own decisions to make. And Glendale being part of LA County, they are not incorporated, but they stayed wide open. Canada, as of this morning, early this morning, shut down all their borders to non-citizens. It's just a madhouse. Actually, yesterday, Saturday and Sunday, all I did was clean. Everything that we or the general public would touch, especially in the back room and our break room and everything. It's just from 10 a.m. Saturday and Sunday to 6 p.m. That's all I did. So, a lot of the retailers, a lot of the supermarkets and grocery supermarkets, and Walmart and everything are supposed to have reduced hours so they can do deep cleaning and stock grocery shelves. Yesterday wasn't too bad at our store. Today, this morning, actually, we didn't have too many people when the toilet tissue and paper products and wipes came into play. Usually the lines would have extended all the way back to the pet department, but it was just wrapped around close to the pharmacy and down in the feminine product area. But you know, it's still crazy out there. Vallarta supermarket across the street from my house, they put up a notice. They have reduced hours from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., which is a good thing. A lot of the restaurants and social gathering places here have reduced hours. The Mayor Garcetti had declared in LA County closure of all bars and wineries and places of that nature. So, and they did so, including gyms. But then again, not everybody that's incorporated in LA County are doing so. So, you know, they're putting kind of their own, you know, community into jeopardy. So, and right now is not a really good time to screw around. Yeah, I understand the economy needs to be going, but the better that we shut down quickly everything, the quicker we can get things resolved and back on track. Today, LA County Unified School District shut down, and this is kind of welcome to summer break 2020. It should have been done quite a while ago, but I'd say even as far as back maybe a couple of weeks. But thank you very much. Have a good day.
You're welcome.
So, yeah, and what really scared me, because I was kind of thinking that maybe the market would have been on the positive side, because the president had declared a stimulus package, bank rates down, I think down to zero, and a lot of stimulus packages. But when it opened, it was not good. And then prior to that, apparently, and it was, a lot of people were in line, different places, in line for guns and ammo. Gun and ammo stores were lining up. Now, see, that's scary. This is a time for concern, because this is most definitely, people are going to buy more guns and ammo. For me, that's a concern to have the National Guard roll in and ready at any moment for martial law. I mean, it's kind of a good thing and kind of a bad thing, but I know none of this that's happening is good. You know, we just need to do our part. Don't overbuy or don't panic buy with good reason, and just get what you need. You know, we've had for the past 2 days, and especially today, a lot of people coming in, and the new word in the store was what does it say? Oh, quarantine games. Oh, do you have any Play-Doh? Well, Play-Doh, you know, I think we're kind of out. Oh, well, I'm looking for quarantine games and quarantine activities. That is so sad. My heart literally just broke when people just kept saying, oh, do you have any quarantine games? quarantine games. Yeah, like board games or activities and stuff like puzzles. We are completely sold out of puzzles. A lot of people asking for puzzles. But board games, video games also. This is really a sad state of affair for this country and the whole world over. And they're coming to the store now to buy games because they're going to be quarantined, and they're thinking the worst. They're thinking the longevity of the quarantine to be weeks and weeks on end, if not months, it seems so. And obviously, with everybody buying food and paper products and for enough to last a year, that is just heartbreaking to me. I mean, our society, definitely in this country, has really, really gone to crap. Excuse the pun, but it's just terrible. This is what we're thinking now. We're not thinking 2 weeks out in advance. We're thinking longer than that. Why are we doing this to ourselves? We're scaring the heck out of ourselves. I don't know. I really find it heartbreaking. But all in all, for our store and for the La Cañada area, it really, it's getting cold, excuse me. It really wasn't too bad. I mean, I would say honestly, we would have today's attendance and customers or guests, I'd say it was about maybe average prior to all this craziness happening. In my department, I wasn't cleaning today. I was back in my department in home decor and stationery. All the Brita water filter products and pictures and everything empty. My shelf was just empty. And then a lot of people asking for this and this and that. And it's like, well, and this is the hard part, that it's hard to explain. Even my department head, he's like, Charlie, you're just wasting your breath and trying to explain. I go, yeah, but I have to kind of explain it. Well, aren't you guys getting more and more? Well, for us, we're just getting everything that we would normally get on an everyday basis, and that's replenishment. Well, you guys should increase. Well, we don't have control over our stores, what we need more. That's done on corporate. Again, we're not Walmart. We don't have control over the ebb and flow of our product to increase or decrease our inventory. That's Walmart. That's a whole nother beast. We are a different beast. We are controlled by corporate. If they see a comparison, it'll be a comparison to last year. They'll either increase or decrease or discontinue whatever was, popular from last year's sales. I still don't get it. Why, if you're getting the same amount, you're empty? Well, because what we normally would get, if we sell 20 items of something, we're going to only get 20 items back to replenish our stock. So where normally we would have something full, sans say 20 items, it looks to be full. But with everybody, and not just our local community, you have to understand the local community pretty much has done what they're doing. They just come in to check for regular staples and whatever it is that they need. People from all over, miles around, cities and cities far wide, are coming into every other city and community and buying them out. And that's the problem. The people that I've seen are not my regular community people. So, people are just going wherever. And I saw when I was taking my 15-minute break, the Costco at City of Commerce was just wrapped around the store completely. Nobody is heeding the warning of don't panic buy. They're not heeding the warning of don't buy water. Our water system is safe. Don't go nuts and overbuy. Don't panic buy. But people are just not heeding the warning. It almost kind of scares me that if there's a vaccine or whatever to show up, people are just they're not gonna listen. People are still gonna be in a panic mode. I don't know. I really, really don't know. Now it's just What I thought I kind of had figured out is just still not making sense. It's just not following. It's just not following what I thought it would be. So everything is up in the air, and definitely the stock market to me was a huge surprise. So I don't even know how to call it on that. But all I can say is definitely, my friends, if the stock market continues to like this, banking institutions will shut down. So have cash reserves on hand on the side. I'm not saying completely. Definitely do not drain your bank accounts, but have some cash reserves on the side. Some just cash, especially if you have family. Pull out some money. Go to the bank, go to the ATM, pull out money, whatever you can, and just continue to use your credit cards or your debit cards. Don't burn yourselves out. Don't get into credit debt right now. My goodness. You're going to regret it. We all go into credit debt during the holidays. That's normal. That's just normal. But, everybody's still paying off credit debt from Christmas. Now you've just accumulated so much more. Just relax. Listen to what the White House says. Just relax. Chillax out on this. I know it's getting progressively worse, and it will get worse. It most certainly. From what I've seen and what I've kind of figured out, and I'm getting. It's just maybe in about 2.5 weeks, at least almost 1 million people would have already have contracted this. But at the same time, that means 1 million people would have been affected in about 2.5-3 weeks. But that's not a permanent thing. That means that people will have already been in contact and contracted this, but people are not really dying. That doesn't mean that 1 million people are going to die. It's just say that 1 million people have already contracted the flu. People in my health condition with asthma and everything are at risk. The elderly, 60 and 65, are at risk. Children, thank God. I was in the back room and receiving. I was talking to a friend of mine. I'm just glad that the children, because at first it was thought, children and elderly, just like with the flu, is every season. Children and elderly are the first ones affected by flu and pneumonia, and that's proven time and time again. My own daughter, one time she got the flu. That scared the crap out of me. My baby doll is, we're in urgent care with my wife and everything, and she's laying on the table in her pink pajamas with an IV in her arm, looking all miserable, and that scared me. She was one of twins, and one of our twin daughters died in utero. So, we were lucky to have Carmen survive and everything. So when I saw my daughter at that time, and this was, a few years ago, sick with pneumonia, that scares the hell out of parents. Thank God, by the grace of God, that this is not affecting children, because I think the world would be in a very, 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 very different state of affairs and mentality. Can you imagine? I think if children got this, God, it would just, I think people would be committing suicide if children were dying from this left and right. I couldn't even fathom. I mean, when Carmen got the pneumonia, I was thinking, oh God, please, take my life. Let me get sick. If it takes to spare my daughter, give me cancer or give me something, but just don't let my daughter die. I was so scared, but I had to not let it show, so my wife wouldn't stress about it. And 4.5 hours later, okay, we've given her all the medication. She seems to be okay. Her temperature came down a bit. You guys go home. Keep a close eye on her. Just keep her hydrated, blah, blah. And she got over it. But it's just people with immune compromise and having things like me. I mean, I have a lung disease. I have asthma. I'm pretty bad, so. And the elderly, so. And the elderly in LA County, 60 and 65, were strongly and staunchly advised, stay the heck home. Stay home. There should be services and everything. Actually, now they're doing a lot right now. They're pushing a lot to get the homeless off. It sucks that something as tragic as this is taking it to get the homeless off the streets and in-house and, you know, away from whatever this is happening. So, but, and speaking of homeless, I'm going to go visit my boys, go give them some socks. I got a couple of razor blades. I got one rain poncho, and my sock supply is very depleted. I got about 4 pair of socks left. And they're so expensive. I gotta re-up. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get more money to get them. I gotta take care of these guys. You know, I don't want my guys to die out there. You know, I've already lost a lot of homeless friends, and I lose these last 2 guys. I don't know. I'll go crazy. They just mean a lot to me. So. And I got to check up on them. As yesterday would have been my morning, Sunday morning, to spend time with them. I had to work, you know. I had to be here. So. I think I'm off Thursday and Friday. I'm tired. I'm more mentally drained. I'm just more mentally exhausted than I am physically. But, and I know I got to take care of myself too. I got to get rest, but it's just so hard. I was actually asked today if I could, they wanted to extend my day until like 5 or 6 p.m. and I go, I can't. I got to check on my guys, you know. Thank you for the hours and the paycheck would have been, but I can't. You know, I gotta relax. I'm just gonna go give them the socks, go check up on them, and I'm gonna check 99-cent store. I need to get another dozen eggs. I'm set with lunch and meat. I'm set with cheese. I'm set with water. I'm pretty much set. Tomorrow I work from 1:45 to 6 p.m. But I'm going to go to the Salvation Army and go to the food pantry and see what's available. Because this whole thing has blown my budget. I'm cooked. I got enough money to maybe load up my tap card one more time, hopefully with enough bus fare for the week. I'm just waiting for the rain to let up, because if not, I'm gonna be back to walking 10 miles to and from work in this miserable weather, and this will definitely get me sick. I gotta do what I gotta do though. So, anything that I can do, then it does my best. So, yeah. Oh, thank goodness. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna end it here, and I will post this once I'm done visiting and going to the supermarket. And I will talk to you tomorrow. So you folks have a good day. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other. Help one another. Don't take today for granted or any other day there. Live for the moment, hold on your pants and slam your eyes. I know, I can see my eyes. I'm tired. Comments, good or bad. If not, email, and I will do my best to answer. Like and subscribe. I'm pooped. My mind is everywhere. Oh boy. And it's cold. I lost my gloves last week coming to work. I think they fell out of my coat and my jacket. Alright, my friends, I love you all. Stay safe, be smart, and remember, just have some cash reserves on the side just in case. Be smart. Don't listen too much into the media. Just use your own judgment. I don't have to tell you that. Love you all. Take care, and I will talk to you.